Welcome to the Stress Outlet. My name is Dr. Kimberly Quinn. Got the Golden Boys right there. It's Giovanni and Truman. Hopefully not finding porcupines. Come on, Truman. We had a little porky incident. We had 2 porky incidences last year. And Goldens don't realize that, they kind of think and assume everybody wants to play with them, which is a great way to be. But when he disturbed her in her slumber, I don't think she was super thrilled. So, 2 back-to-back vet visits. Anyway, what the boys and I want to talk about today is, do what makes you feel good, and the rest will fall into place. And it's so true. My dear friend Oprah, she's not aware of our relationship. My dear friend Oprah talks about this a lot, and how she landed where she is. We are all have like a built-in compass, a built-in, that guides us through life. That's the universe, God, source, however you want to say, is when we're putting it out there, what our next step is. I ask for clarity a lot, show me clarity. That's the universe or God responding to us. So when we feel good, authentically good, not like, I had a few beers, I feel great. That's not what I mean. We get that feeling. We all know what that's like when we've met this person we really care about, whether it's platonic or romantic or whatever. When we settle in with that house, we just know it's right. Well, it's the same thing with everything else, but we got to listen. Because when we go whizzing by like a gerbil on crack, we really miss the signals. We really miss the signals of what's guiding us. So when we listen and get quiet and still, and we're feeling good, like when I just said to one of our kids, she was kind of at a crossroads with something, and I said, well, it was before she made the decision, and I said, well, honey, envision if you made each decision, how do you feel? Because you can envision, if I did this thing, and then pay attention, pretend like you already did it, and then how do I feel? And if you feel relieved and happy, not avoidant relieved, that's different. Like, well, I got to avoid the thing, because that's a temporary fix. Avoidant behavior is not what we want to reinforce, because it gets, whatever it is, makes it tougher the next time. I don't mean that. Authentically feels good. You feel happy. You feel like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. Then that's a good choice, because that feel-good mechanism is what guides us. That's our whole, connection to the universe. This is okay. You're in alignment. And I just spent the weekend with a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, and you don't have to listen. Like, when I'm using the vehicle of entrepreneurship, that means, everybody can benefit from this. We're not just talking about being an entrepreneur. We're talking about listening to that compass, whether it's a love relationship, it's a house, it's whatever your next step is. That's how we know. And my good friend Oprah talks about it a lot.